In a stunning revelation that has sent shockwaves through the palace, Prince William reads out Queen Elizabeth's will, and Prince Harry's face says it all. As the somber silence filled the grand halls of Buckingham Palace, Prince William's voice echoed with finality. The Queen's will, sealed and secured for months, was finally unveiled. But no one was prepared for what came next. All of Her Majesty's iconic jewelry collection, symbolic, priceless, and deeply intertwined with royal history, was handed over exclusively to Princess Catherine. Not a single piece to Meghan Markle. What does this shocking decision mean for the royal family's future? Is this the final blow that could shatter the fragile ties between Prince Harry and the monarchy? And why did Queen Elizabeth make such a definitive choice, leaving Meghan with absolutely nothing? Stay with us as we unravel the hidden messages behind this royal bombshell and explore the implications that are sending tremors through royal circles and beyond. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. The atmosphere inside Buckingham Palace was unlike anything seen in years. Curtains drawn, whispers echoing through the gilded halls, and the heavy silence of anticipation lingered as members of the royal family gathered for what would be a monumental moment. The will of the late Queen Elizabeth II was about to be read, her final wishes laid bare for all to witness. Among those present, the tension was palpable. Prince William, now the face of a new generation of monarchy, stood solemnly at the center of the grand room, flanked by his wife, Catherine, who held his hand tightly. Her gaze was unyielding, strong, almost regal, as if she knew what was coming. Across from them, Prince Harry's eyes burned with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. Beside him, Meghan Markle sat with her arms folded, her expression unreadable, though a slight tension rippled through her posture. It had been a long time coming, this moment. Years of familial strife, public scandals, and whispered rumors had all led up to this singular event. Queen Elizabeth, in her last act of duty, had penned her will with meticulous detail, ensuring that her legacy would be preserved and the monarchy's path forward would be clear. Yet, few anticipated the weight of what was to come. The Lord Chamberlain cleared his throat, his voice echoing slightly against the marbled floors. The last will and testament of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, as written and signed on the 12th of April, 2023, he began, his tone steady and resolute. Eyes flickered around the room, faces tight with expectation, some with hope, others with unspoken dread. For Harry and Meghan, it was a moment of truth, a reckoning that would either heal old wounds or deepen the chasm that had long divided them from the crown. As the Lord Chamberlain continued, he listed bequests to various charities, gifts to distant relatives, and specific items to trusted friends and confidants. The royal family sat patiently, nodding in acknowledgement as each name was read. Then came the segment everyone had been waiting for, the distribution of the crown jewels. The room seemed to draw a collective breath as the Lord Chamberlain paused, his eyes scanning the parchment before him. To Her Royal Highness, Catherine, Princess of Wales, he began, the words dripping with gravity. I bestow the full and exclusive rights to the royal jewelry collection of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. This collection, which includes the imperial state crown, the Grand Duchess Vladimir tiara, the diamond diadem, and the Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara, among others, shall be passed solely into her keeping, to wear and to protect as the symbol of the crown's legacy. A hush swept through the room, as sharp, cutting, almost suffocating. Catherine's hand tightened around William's, her expression a mixture of disbelief and gratitude. Meghan's eyes flashed, her lips pressing into a thin line as she stared straight ahead, unblinking. Harry's knuckles whitened as his fists clenched against his knees. The Lord Chamberlain's voice resumed, unyielding. These items shall not be divided, sold, or lent without the express permission of the reigning monarch. It is Her Majesty's final wish that these symbols of tradition and continuity remain within the direct line of succession, representing the strength and unity of the British crown. The implications of that statement rang loudly. Meghan, once the Duchess of Sussex, now entirely estranged from the legacy of the crown's most precious heirlooms. For Harry, it was a cutting reminder of what had been lost, of what had been left behind. His mother's legacy, embodied in those very jewels, now firmly in the hands of the woman who represented everything the monarchy desired for its future: stability, grace, and unyielding loyalty. It was more than just jewelry, it was history, heritage, and unspoken validation of who would stand beside the next king. Catherine's inheritance of the royal jewels was not just a gift, it was a proclamation. Queen Elizabeth had spoken from the grave, asserting